Hello and welcome to Cloud Forest Vibes. My name's Bobby, and this is how I grow orchids and carnivorous plants. Hello and welcome to Cloud Forest Vibes. So I've done it again. I was poking around online. I got an email from Andy's Orchids, and there was a few plants in there that are featured on the website right now that I saw, and two of them I just had to have. The other one I threw in kind of for fun. I'm again in a Mazdavalia kick, you'll see in a moment, but there's two plants in this order that I just absolutely had to have. And there's a bit of a theme in a way, so without further waiting, we're going to get right into this. I've got my trusty New World Orchids orchid opening knife. Without putting my hand off. Alright, digging right in. Andy's always has literature. I'll always get paperwork. Cool stuff. It's always packed with styrofoam pellets. And that makes it kind of fun because you get to dig a little bit. So, I see a basket. Oh no, I'm going to have to go this way. Alright, so you're going to come out first. Sit that down. We get these out. We'll be right back. So, 3 plants here, and as you can see, one of them's pretty big. It's hard to hide, so we'll get into this one first. I went ahead, and I've been adoring, I'll start this way, adoring another genus. This is another new genus for me, and I love these plants. I see people with them, and I always just say, oh, you can't grow that. Oh, it's a cold grower, you can't grow that, you can't grow that. And that might be very true. So we're going to go ahead and wait and see. But I did go ahead and I bought my first Miltoniopsis. This is a species of Miltoniopsis. Miltoniopsis Vexilaria. And it has an absolutely gorgeous bloom. It is white with pink. I might have to find a picture and throw it up here because you'll see exactly why I got this plant. This is going to be a tricky orchid to say the least. I'm a little bit nervous because, well, it's a Miltoniopsis. I have no experience with them at all. But what I want to do is I want to get this pot, it's moist, it's not dried out, which is good, but I want to get it watered really well, and I need to check for pests because the only issue I ever have from Andy's is you get some pests sometimes, especially in the moss. You'll get snails, and we do not want to introduce that into our environment. So I'm going to soak this real good, take a gander at it once we get it in there, and make sure that it is not going to be riddled with snails, because that's my biggest fear. It looks like it's got a growth pushing on here that's fairly well on. It has another one coming on in here that's just starting, and that appears to be it for now. So we'll take a look at it a little bit closer in there, but that is my Miltoniopsis Vexilaria, and I'm so far pleased. So, the next plant we have is another potted orchid, so you know that's going to change very, very soon. I'm going to keep it a secret what I'm going to do with this plant, but if you guys know me well enough, you probably already know what's going to happen with it. And you're probably going to call me crazy, but we'll just have to see. This plant I saw, and it's another one with gorgeous pink blooms, and it's a Restrepia, and for me that was really, really unique. It's pink and white, and it's spotted, and I thought it was just such an attractive looking bloom. I love Restrepias. I think they're really neat little plants. I'm absolutely fascinated by their blooms and just the way that they are in general. So this is Restrepia Chameleon, and it's another one. It's a moist lover, shade lover. You know, it comes from, this one's from Colombia. Sorry, the Miltoniopsis is from Colombia as well. And yeah, this one has multiple new growths. It's got a little keiki forming right there, which a lot of Restrepia, oh, and another one here. So a lot of Restrepia species, they are very keiki prone. So actually a lot of these new growths that you see here are keikis, which tells me that this is going to do much, much better on a mount. I know it sounds crazy, but this is definitely going to come out of this pot very soon, and it's going to go on a mount of its own, just like the Falconbergii, because the Falconbergii that I have, it's also very keiki prone, and something that I noticed is once I took it out of the pot and these were able to fall over or get strapped down to the mount or whatever, it really started to push on a lot better. So I am going to also try that with this, and I'm going to have to figure out where to put it because I'm running out of space in the orchidarium, and this is where this is going to want to live, so that'll be interesting as well. That is Restrepia Chameleon. I robbed myself of all my light, didn't I? And our third and final plant. I told you guys I'm on a Mazdavalia kick. I really am. I just love them, and I am absolutely determined to grow them. So I might have to, oh, I hate to say this, kill a few more to figure it out all the way. But I did go ahead and get another Mazdavalia. This is Mazdavalia Exquisita. Another pink bloom. That's the theme. All the blooms I ended up getting in this order were pink in some way or form. And this is another one. This is Bolivian intermediate grower, just like the other two. And I don't know, I think it's a really cool little plant. So once you see the blooms, you'll understand. I'll have to throw a picture of these up and the Restrepia if I haven't already. They really are special. So 3 cooler growers, 3 tough plants, but 3 awesome plants, and I can't wait to see what happens. I'm going to go ahead and take them in there. As usual, we'll take a little bit closer look at them and get them watered, even though they're all still moist. None of them are dried out, and that is a great thing. So here we go. So we're here in the grow room, and this is that Mazdavalia Exquisita. Again, really neat looking plant. Really cool. I'll get better light on this side, sorry. It's a really cool plant. Healthy, mounted already. I'm going to let it ride for now, but it's probably going to come off that cedar plank at the first opportunity I get that isn't going to harm the plant. The Miltoniopsis looks great. It's got some accordion leaves, but you can see the new growth down in there. And if you step over onto this side, you see the other one here. So I think it's really going to do a lot better in my humidity. It should be a happy plant, as long as it doesn't get too warm. So that's going to be the test for this one. But I did notice it's got a whole bunch of roots. If you turn the pot, you'll be able to see them growing in and out and around, so that makes me happy. I do know it has some valid roots. I am scared to death, but it's going to have to come out of this pot really soon, and we'll go from there. But there's moss growing on it. I mean, it's a really cool little ecosystem. It looks nice, but it's just not going to do well long term for me. And I think really the star right now is this Restrepia. It has really dark, interesting foliage. I mean, a really neat looking plant. It might have been getting too much light. That'll be a test. They open up this lovely green color. They've got some venation on it that's a reddish color. And I mean, what an attractive little plant. I'm so happy I picked this up. And again, the blooms, if I can get it to bloom, they're going to be worth it. Really, really cool. So that's my haul for today, and I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to go ahead and probably just tend to these plants now because I really don't want them, except for this one, I'm scared. But I'm going to tend to this now for sure, and maybe this, and get that on video. We'll see how it goes. But thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Just a quick one for today, sharing some more new plants. I hope you're staying safe, and I appreciate you guys again for watching so much. I do hope you enjoyed. Happy growing, guys. Hello and welcome to Cloud Force Vibes. So today I've done it. Oh my god, this goddamn phone. Take 3. Hello and welcome to Cloud Force Vibes. So I've done it again. I was poking around online. I got an email from Andy's Orchids, and there was it just doesn't stop.